Students, we are continuing with the sums of exercise 9.2 of the lesson differentiation. Question number 3, sixth one. Differentiate the following. That is, y is equal to e raised to x into tan x plus cos x into log x minus root of x into 5 raised to x. Here we differentiate each term separately and each term is the product of two functions. So dy by dx is equal to d by dx of or derivative of e raised to x into tan x with respect to x plus d by dx of cos x into log x minus d by dx of root of x into 5 raised to x. Now first term, it is the product of e raised to x and tan x. So we will apply the UV rule or product rule of differentiation. So first e raised to x into derivative of tan x plus tan x into derivative of e raised to x. Same way we will differentiate the second term also, that is cos x into derivative of log x plus log x into derivative of cos x minus derivative of root x into 5 raised to x is root of x into derivative of 5 raised to x plus 5 raised to x into derivative of root x. That is, we find the derivative of the terms, that is e raised to x into derivative of tan x is x square x plus tan x into derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x itself plus cos x into derivative of log x is 1 upon x plus log x into derivative of cos x is minus sin x minus root of x into derivative of 5 raised to x is 5 raised to x log 5, because 5 raised to x is of the form a raised to x, that is a raised to x log a, that is 5 raised to x into log 5 plus 5 raised to x into derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Here in the first two terms e raised to x is common, so taken out of this and e raised to x into remaining terms as x square x plus tan x, and the next term cos x divided by x, and minus in the next term there is a minus sign, so it is taken in front of the function, that is minus sin x log x minus, and in the last two terms we made the denominator equal of both the terms by cross multiplying, that is 2 root x into root x is 2x into 5 raised to x into log 5 plus 5 raised to x whole divided by 2 root x. That is e raised to x into sec square x plus tan x plus cos x upon x minus sin x into log x minus, and 5 raised to x is common in these two terms, so taken out, that is minus 5 raised to x into 2x log 5 plus 1 divided by 2 root x is the derivative of the given function. Now next question, question number 4, fourth one. Differentiate y is equal to x log x divided by x plus log x, that is the given function is the quotient of two functions and in the numerator the function is again the product of two functions x and log x. So we will apply the rules. So differentiate the given function, that is dy by dx is equal to d by dx of or derivative of the given function with respect to x. As the given function is in the quotient form, we have to apply the quotient rule of differentiation, that is it is of the form u upon v. So the derivative is v into derivative of u, that is denominator function into derivative of numerator function minus numerator function or u into derivative of denominator function or v divided by denominator function the whole square or v square, that is x plus log x into derivative of x log x minus x log x into derivative of x plus log x divided by x plus log x the whole square, and find the derivative of the required terms, that is x plus log x into derivative of x log x, and we know x log x is the product form, so u into v form, so x into derivative of log x plus log x into derivative of x minus x log x into derivative of the sum of two terms. So we differentiate each term separately. So d by dx of x plus d by dx of log x divided by x plus log x the whole square. That is x plus log x into derivative of log x is 1 by x plus log x into derivative of x with respect to x is 1 minus x log x into derivative of x is 1 plus derivative of log x is 1 upon x divided by x plus log x the whole square as it is. Now x plus log x into the first bracket will be x will get cancelled here in the first term, then it will be 1 plus log x minus x log x into 1 plus 1 by x the whole divided by x plus log x the whole square. On expanding all the brackets, we will get x into 1 x plus x into log x log x plus log x into 1 log x plus log x into log x the log x the whole square minus second term x log x into 1 x log x minus x log x into 1 by x is x will get cancelled and only log x remains there minus log x divided by x plus log x the whole square. And we can simplify the terms. Log x minus log x will get cancelled, x log x and minus x log x will get cancelled and only x plus log x the whole square remains in the numerator divided by x plus log x the whole square is the derivative of the given function. Now question number 4, sixth one. Differentiate y is equal to 5 into e raised to x minus 4 divided by 3 into e raised to x minus 2. Again the function is in quotient form, so we have to apply the quotient rule of differentiation. By differentiating using the quotient rule, we get dy by dx is equal to 3 into e raised to x minus 2 into derivative of the numerator minus numerator function into derivative of denominator divided by denominator function the whole square. That is 3 e raised to x minus 2 into, here 5 is the constant along with a function, so we will take 5 outside the denominator derivative, that is 5 into d by dx of e raised to x minus, here the 4 is the constant itself alone in a function, so we will write the derivative as d by dx of 4 minus 5 into e raised to x minus 4 into 3 into derivative of e raised to x minus derivative of 2 divided by 3 into e raised to x minus 2 the whole square. That is 3 e raised to x minus 2 into 5 into derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x itself minus derivative of constant is 0 minus 5 into e raised to x minus 4 into 3 into derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x, that is 3 into e raised to x minus derivative of 2 is 0. That is the second brackets in both the term has only single term, that is 5 into e raised to x here and 3 into e raised to x here. So divided by 3 into e raised to x minus 2 the whole square. That is we will open these brackets by multiplying the first bracket with the 5 into e raised to x, that is 3 into 5 15 e raised to x the whole square minus 2 into 5 e raised to x, that is 10 into e raised to x minus 5 e raised to x into 3 e raised to x is 15 e raised to x the whole square and minus of minus plus 4 into 3 e raised to x is 12 e raised to x divided by 3 into e raised to x minus 2 the whole square. So we simplify here, 15 e raised to x the whole square minus 15 e raised to x the whole square will get cancelled and minus 10 e raised to x plus 12 e raised to x is 2 e raised to x divided by 3 into e raised to x minus 2 the whole square is the derivative of the given function. Question number 5. If f of x is a quadratic polynomial such that f of 0 is equal to 3, f dash of 2 is equal to 2 and f dash of 3 is equal to 12, then find f of x. Here let us take it's a quadratic polynomial and this question is an application type question. And let us take the quadratic polynomial as general form is f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a not equal to 0 and a, b, c are real numbers. Now we find the derivative, and derivative is represented also by f dash of x. If it is given as y is equal to f of x form, then we will write f dy by dx as well as f dash of x. F dash of x is equal to d by dx of the first term separately, that is a into, a is a constant, so derivative of x square is 2 into x raised to 2 minus 1, that is 2x. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 2x plus b into derivative of x, that is 1, plus c. C is a constant alone, so its derivative is 0. So f dash of x is 2ax plus b. But the given conditions we will apply. F of 0 is equal to 3, f dash of 2 is equal to 2 and f dash of 3 is equal to 12. And we have f of 0 means what? In the given function f of x, we will write x is equal to 0. That is polynomial value when x is equal to 0. So f of 0 is a into 0. Wherever x is there, we will put 0 there. So a into 0 plus b into 0 plus c, that is c only. And f of 0 is 3. So we can write c is equal to 3. Also, f dash of 2 means in the function f dash x, that is 2ax plus b, we will write x is equal to 2. That is 2a into 2 plus b, that is 4a plus b. As well as f dash of 3 is equal to 2a into, in place of x we will write 3 here in f dash of x. That is 2a into 3, 6a plus b. Now, 4a plus b is equal to 2 is taken as equation number 1. 4a plus b. 4a plus b is what? F dash of 2. And f dash of 2, the value is given as 2. So, we consider it as equation number 1. And f dash of 3 is 6a plus b. And its value is given in the question, that is 12. So, it is taken as equation number 2. So, we can solve these two equations to get the constants a and b. Already we got the constant c. Now, subtracting the equation number 1 from 2, we will get 6a minus 4a, that is 2a, b minus b 0, 12 minus 2, 10. That is 2a is equal to 10, so a is equal to 5. Now we substitute this value of a in equation number 1, that is 4 into 5 plus b is equal to 2. That is b is equal to 2 minus 20. 4 into 5 is 20. It will go to the right hand side as minus 20, which is equal to minus 18. So we got all the constants in this general equation. So we can form the function f of x as, by substituting the values of the constants, a is equal to 5, b is equal to minus 18 and c is equal to 3. Then the function f of x is 5x square minus 18x plus 3. Question number 6 is also an application type question. If f of x is equal to a sin x minus b cos x and f dash of pi upon 4 is equal to root 2 and f dash of pi upon 6 is equal to 2, then find f of x. So here we write the function and then differentiate. So here in first term, f dash x is a into derivative of sin x is cos x minus b into derivative of cos x is minus sin x. One step we skipped here, that is by writing the derivative form. So directly we wrote the answer. Now we have f dash of x. We substitute the value of f dash of pi upon 4 means in the function f dash x or in the derivative f dash x, we substitute x is equal to pi upon 4. That means a into cos pi upon 4 plus b into sin pi upon 4. And f dash of pi upon 4 is given as root 2. So, a into cos pi upon 4 plus b into sin pi upon 4 is equal to root 2. and cos pi upon 4 is 1 upon root 2 and sin pi upon 4 is also 1 upon root 2. After simplifying, we will get both the denominators are same. So we can add the numerators a into 1a plus b into 1b divided by root 2 is equal to root 2. A plus b upon root 2 is root 2. Then take this denominator root 2 to the right hand side, then it is root 2 into root 2 is 2. So a plus b is equal to 2 is the equation number 1. Also, f dash of pi upon 6 value given as 2, and in the function f dash of x or in the derivative f dash of x, we substitute x is equal to pi upon 6, that is a into cos pi upon 6 plus b into sin pi upon 6, and it is 2 given in the question. So a into cos pi upon 6 plus b into sin pi upon 6 is equal to 2, that is a into root 3 by 2 is the value of cos pi upon 6 plus b into sin pi upon 6 is 1 by 2, which is equal to 2. And on simplification, we will get a into root 3 plus b into 1b is equal to 2 into 2, that is here the denominator is same, that is 2, and take it to the RHS, then it is 2 into 2 4. Consider it as equation number 2, and we have equation number 1, a plus b is equal to 2. Now equation 2 minus equation 1, we will get a root 3 minus a plus b minus b is equal to 4 minus 2, that is a root 3 minus a is equal to 2, b will get cancelled. So a into, a is common in both the terms, a into root 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Therefore a is equal to 2 upon root 3 minus 1. Here in the denominator, root 3 is the irrational number. So we can rationalize the denominator by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, that is root 3 plus 1 is multiplied on both numerator and denominator. Then the denominator will become root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1, that is root 3 the whole square 3 minus 1 the whole 1 square 1. That is 3 minus 1 2. 2 into root 3 plus 1 by 2, and 2 will get cancelled. We will get a is equal to root 3 plus 1. Now we got the value of a and we substitute this value in any of the equation. Here equation number 1 we substitute in. We get root 3 plus 1 plus b is equal to 2. Our equation number 1 is a plus b is equal to 2. So a is root 3 plus 1 plus b is equal to 2, and root 3 plus 1 is taken to the RHS, then it is 2 minus 1 minus root 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus root 3. So b is equal to 1 minus root 3. So in the function f of x, value of a and b we will substitute to get the function as f of x is equal to root 3 plus 1 in place of a and root 3 minus 1 in place of b, because here we made a little rearrangement, that is a into sin x, that is root 3 plus 1 into sin x, and here it is minus in the question, but this minus and we just interchange the terms, that is 1 minus root 3 is b, but we will take a negative 1 outside and make it positive. So plus root 3 minus 1 into cos x. Now we will learn the next lesson in the next video. Thank you.